Folks, welcome back to the DTFH Live. It is such a wonderful thing that you're here with me today. We got so much ground to cover right now and just not enough time to do it. I wish I could compress the entire expanse of time, past, present, future, into the amount of time that they allow us on YouTube, but another censoring aspect of the global elite shadowocracy is that they don't want us to talk forever. They have minimized the amount of time you can do for a YouTube video, and you can't do 700 infinities, which is exactly the amount of time I would need to fully describe what is happening right now on the global, spiritual, and cosmic level. They're all intertwined, as above, so below. Let's start off, though, of course, by talking about one of the great sources of the hypnotic patterns that we are seeing being regurgitated by the masses. We all know it's Taylor Swift. You follow the river upstream. If the water is poison, if the water is giving you diarrhea, cholera, making you sick in any way, in the old days you would follow that upstream and you would inevitably find the bloated, black and flat-covered carcass of a decomposing dog there in the water, its bulging eyeballs staring into the nothingness, into the void, its entrails protruding out of the open gash someone cut in its belly, its little paws no longer prancing along the forest floor, but now part of the Grim Reaper's tapestry. You take that dog out of the river and you wait a day or two, and then you could drink water again without having explosive diarrhea. Similarly, if we are to follow the zeitgeist, the poison in the zeitgeist, the foul, the vomit that we see every single day, we're all floating. We're floating in a lazy river that somebody took a big fat shit in, and we don't know who, because you can't tell. If you want to shit in a pool, you're more likely to get caught. I wouldn't recommend it, but you ever have to blow out turds, do it in a lazy river, because you're moving and they just don't know, and that's the number one way. If you gotta go and you can't get out in time, get out of the pool, get in the lazy river. And we are in a lazy river. The lazy river has been created by the technocrats, the politicians, the corrupt elite media. All of them have trapped us in a Gnostic lazy river, and the inner tubes are made of our delusions, and we're floating around and around in a never-ending circle. Nobody wants to admit it. It's called the cycle of samsara. It's called the infinite cycle of self-induced, self-produced suffering that we all force onto ourselves. No, you might not want to admit it. If you want to, you're not sticking your finger in someone else's butt and then smelling it and it stinks. You like to believe that. You're sticking in your own butt and you're smelling it over and over and over again and pretending that it was in somebody else's asshole. And folks, that's how you suffer. That's what they want. They want to distract you from the fact that you are in an infinite loop in a lazy river known as default consensus reality. It's been constructed for you. Even the language we use is a market language based on transactionalism, which produces an exploitive relationship with our brothers and sisters, and that's just what Hillary Clinton wants. Hillary Clinton has the largest lazy river in America. It surrounds her dark citadel, and she likes to sit in that thing and ride around, and she just cackles and laughs like the witch from The Wizard of Oz, and her neighbors complain because they are so tired of hearing her cackling and laughing out there in that lazy river, the sloshing sound of the jelly. It's not even water in that thing, it's just jelly. She orders over $500,000 worth of Jello, and she pours it in the water, and she just knows how to get it just right so it still flows, but it's a slurping sound. It's the sound you hear from the fisting tin at Burning Man, just a goopy, gloppy, lubricated slopping sound, and the sweet stank of that Jello rises up through that neighborhood, and she rides and rides and rides, cackling and cackling, because she knows that's all of us on an inner tube made of our fears, going round and round, afraid to get off like the Truman Show and head on out of the lazy river into a place that is unfamiliar, because humans will choose familiar suffering suffering over unfamiliar joy, which is why we are so inevitably tortured, folks. And if you go up the lazy river, you will find a few pollutants, and the number one of those being Taylor Swift's music. It is the dead, bloated dog in the river of life. It is the foulness of all things. It is the sound of maggots squirming in the bottom of your garbage can after your fucking neighbor threw goddamn dog shit in there, ignoring the fact that you just cleaned them, and now what are you gonna do? It is the sound, the buzzing sound of the locust as it descends upon the field. It's the scrabbling paw of an animal in the burnt wasteland of a forest as its last bits of life flow from its body, and it desperately scratches away, hoping for anything, water, anything. It's the sound just before the meteor hits. It's the sound just before you wake up from a dream that was almost a nocturnal emission. You almost came in your dream, but you were woken up by someone beeping outside. It was your neighbor beeping outside, the very same one who threw dog shit into your trash can. It's the sound of earwax falling out of your ear during a double date. It's the sound of you moaning when you